Grab your dusty Elden Ring disc and shake it off because this Shadow of the Erdtree DLC fan theory is the thing that Wildest Dreams are made of. Unless it's all bogus, in which case, you might be telling this Redditor, I knew you were trouble when you logged in.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on his side.
Elden Ring fans and Swifties have one important thing in common. They love to theorize. Elden Ring devotees have done deep dives into every last bit of flavor text in the lands between to try and suss out the game's hidden stories and overarching plot. In much the same way, Taylor Swift fans will go through the singer-songwriter's lyrics line by line to find hidden meanings and references that make them feel closer to Swift and her music. Unbelievably, those two worlds have collided in spectacular fashion, thanks to a dedicated Redditor who has put together a fan theory connecting Taylor Swift's lyrics and the unannounced release date for the next Elden Ring DLC, Shadow of the Erdtree.
Well, I have a good feeling about it.
Fans have known to expect Shadow of the Erdtree for a while now, but developer From Software has been reluctant to share a specific release date. Not to worry though, according to Reddit user Giatal24, the lyrics to the song Ivy, the 10th track off of Taylor Swift's 9th studio album Evermore, contain hints pointing fans toward the DLC's launch window. This theory posits that not only is Taylor Swift a secret Souls-like fan, but she's somehow gotten the inside scoop from Bandai Namco and From Software. The lore goes deep indeed.
Now she's fallen into an online rabbit hole.
In this compelling post, the Redditor breaks down the lyrics to Ivy and points to specific lines that appear to reference characters and events in Elden Ring. The user wrote, "After hours of detailed analysis, I have concluded that Ivy by Taylor Swift is a song of lament from Rani towards her previous tarnished lover, Vike. In typical Taylor Swift fashion, it contains clues that allow us to conclusively determine the release date of the Shadows of the Erdtree DLC." Giatal24 points to the word tarnished as a clear reference to the protagonist of Elden Ring, while the line, quote, "Your touch brought forth an incandescent glow," is interpreted as a description of the site of grace where the player first meets Rani, Renna. Likewise, Giatal24 finds parallels between the lyrics and in-game locations, such as the deep-root depths and the mountaintops of the giants, as well as lines that seem to describe the doomed relationship between Rani and Vike. The real smoking gun, however, is the line, quote, "Spring breaks loose, the time is near," which Giatal24 says is a sure sign that the new chapter of Elden Ring arrives in early spring. Super obvious, right?
Don't tell me you don't see it.
In perhaps the silliest leap, Giatal24 also notes that Ivy is similar to the Roman numeral 4. Giatal24 writes, "This without any conceivable doubt indicates both that the release date will be in the 4th month, April, and it is a 2024 release." The Redditor also notes that 13 is Taylor Swift's favorite number. With these final clues in hand, Giatal24 concludes, "It is obvious to me that Shadows of the Erdtree will release on April 13th, 2024, and will explore Vike's story more thoroughly through Rani's previous relationship." Of course, a few things would have to have occurred for this theory to hold any kind of water. Either Taylor Swift is a time traveler who returned to the past just to give listeners a heads up about the next helping of Elden Ring, since Evermore came out in late 2020 and Elden Ring followed in February 2022, or she was somehow told by From Software employees to hide these breadcrumbs for fans to find. While the jury is still out on whether or not Swift is a prophet time traveler, the second is highly unlikely, considering how secretive From Software was in the lead-up to the game's initial release. The conclusion of Giatal24's post makes it pretty clear they're just having a good old goof about by posting this theory. But the effort that went into crafting it is nonetheless impressive. So, pump the brakes before you burst out your corkboard and copy of Evermore on vinyl. As much fun as it is to ponder, there's zero chance that this theory is correct. Hopefully that won't stop other fans from trying to concoct wild Elden Ring theories based around their favorite songs though. The crossover between Elden Ring and Rush fans must be vast, right?